Hello, hello, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Clevenard TV in Diaspora, and this is Talk with Promise. Please do not forget to sign up on Clevenard TV, where you can watch free movies and you get to do so many good things on clevernardtv.com. Today we have a guest with us in the name of Adeyiga Abisoye. She's the president of Nigerian Student Association in University of KwaZulu-Natal. Hi, Abisoye. How are you doing?
Hello, Promise. I'm fine.
Nice to meet you, and you're
Likewise.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, who is Abisoye? We want to meet who Abisoye is. So please tell us about yourself.
Oh gosh, that's a very big question to ask anyways, but I would be as brief as possible. My name is Adeyiga Abisoye. I'm a PhD student at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and I major in languages and arts, but specifically English education. And I've been a journalist for the past 7 years now. Yeah, and I write, I edit, I love to read stories, books, prose, drama, all kinds of stuff. I enjoy reading, I enjoy traveling, and I think that's just the brief story about who Abisoye is. Thank you.
Wow, interesting. That's really nice.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, you're welcome. So tell me, what made you to come to South Africa? What made you to come study in South Africa?
Oh, another big question. Okay, my first and second degree were in Nigeria, and I thought to myself that why not explore? Why not do something different? Why not try something like why not study in another country and know how things are done there, how academics in general is perceived to be. So, and I've heard stuff about South African universities. For example, I've read about how good they are. And of course, because of the fact that University of KwaZulu-Natal is one of the best schools in Africa, and in particular, it is also one of the best schools in South Africa. As I said, particular first. So it is one of the best schools in South Africa. So why not just give it a shot? And that was how the journey of my PhD journey started in UKZN, because it is one of the best schools in South Africa and in Africa in general. And the journey has been very smooth so far.
And that's really interesting. It's like you selling your school to the audience.
Of course, that's the idea.
Although I'll get to that question, but now we already know that, okay, it's a good thing to come to South Africa and come to UK, and then interesting. So tell me, so far, what's your experience in South Africa?
Okay, I'm not just going to generalize. My experience so far will just be based on what I've experienced in UKZN and in Durban, to be precise. So it's been fun. For instance, in UKZN, we organize events for international students. We've been on different tours, and it's been so far interesting. Like, and I'm funny enough, I'm even one of the international students representatives for my school and my campus. I'm the I'm the public relations director for my campus, which is Edgewood campus. So in totality, it's been fun. It's been a very good experience so far, and I must say that South Africa is a place to be. If you're not being biased or what have you, but it's a very good country, and it's a really good place to be.
That's really interesting. That's beautiful. So tell me, being in South Africa as a student, what's your expectation? What did you expect before coming to South Africa to study? What was your dream? What was your expectation?
Promise, as my sister, as my Nigerian sister, I won't hide anything from you. I would say it the way I perceived it to be ab initio. Okay, so while I was thinking about UKZN, South Africa, although I'd gotten some bad vibes or bad gist about South Africa You understand, about the fact that it's not too safe because of xenophobic attacks and all. But in short, let me put it in plural. My expectations were freaking high. I thought as a PhD student, I should be able to have a stream of income. I should be able to work while studying. Like I felt everything would be easy when I come. I would just study and I would be flexing, not flexing, flexible, working, getting money, sending money home, do other stuff, do shopping, live, not really live large, but at least I'm my own brand. I'll be counting
I
money. But
understand. I understand.
this is the case entirely. Like I started hearing, "Ah, this is South Africa, there are no jobs, and that thing can be very demoralizing. And aside that, because I think the effect of COVID is really it has really affected the school in general, because even my supervisor said the same thing, like before COVID, if you had come before COVID, we'll have assigned you to some students to mark, to teach, to do this, to do that. But because of COVID, they've structured everything, they've restructured everything to now go online. Lectures can't be face to face anymore. You understand? So there are no jobs in, like, they just said it like verbatim, there are no jobs. So just have to be like that. It can be very demoralizing. It can be very crazy if you do not have if you don't have anything, like if you don't have families that supportive, if you don't have money in your bank account, the person can be depressed as a result of, because PhD itself is very crazy, it's very stressful, and not even having money in your account can be very draining too, like crazy. So like that. So my expectations were freaking high, and they're not met at the moment. They're not met at all. Like what I'm expecting, what I expected to meet, and definitely what I'm saying here at the moment, except if something happens tomorrow. But as of now, nothing.
Clearly, I do understand you. Trust me, because my industry and your industry are not we are very related, because I'm into food service management, which is hospitality, and it's all under the same umbrella. And we expect this is an everyday thing. It's something, media is something that is big, that everyone's supposed to need. But it's crazy that you apply for jobs and you don't get the jobs, which in your mindset you feel like, oh, I did this course and I really want to get a job, I'm supposed to get a job immediately, but it doesn't happen the way we expect it to happen. But it's all good, it's fine. I'm sure you can just come up with something one day. PhD holder, it's big. So I'm sure one day you just wake up and you're like, okay, you know what? Let me just start up my own PR company or something. Right?
You can say that again. All right, no problem.
Yeah, I trust you to do that. So, we're in South Africa, and there's been so much rumors, and some are true, some are untrue, and there's so many things happening about the issue about Dudula. Here in Joburg, we've been experiencing more of it. We've seen different things happen here in Johannesburg. So tell me, what's your own view about Dudula? What do you think about Dudula?
Thank you very much, Promise, for this question. When I came here, the first time I think the first few months I spent in Durban, I was told about the Doula movement, about this set of people who are anti-immigrants, so to say, like anti-foreigners in quotes. So I heard about that, and the advice from Nigerians, because like I said earlier, that we went on different tours, international students from my own school. So while on those tours, we had discussions, not general discussions, but myself and a few other people who have been staying here for a while. So they spoke about it, because of course I was new, and I think I'm still very new, because this is my 7th month, if I'm not mistaken, in South Africa. Mm-hmm. So they spoke to me about it, and they were like, just be very careful, know where to go to, be safe, do this, do that, just stay at home, don't interfere in people's discussions, know your friends, don't move around with anybody, because at any freaking time, some people can just come and they can wage war on you, and they can arm you, they can do all sort of stuff, you know. So my own observation, or should I call it my opinion about it, like I said earlier, they are like anti foreigners. I think Doula, I read something about Doula because after hearing the whole stuff about Doula, I went online to search for what Doula actually means. And I think I'm sure it means force out or to kick out.
Yes.
And what are these people kicking out? They're kicking out foreigners, immigrants. You know, they don't want anything that has to do with immigrants in their country. Why? I don't know. It is, I think they know better. So I just know that there are some people, not all South Africans are like that. You know, there are still nice people in South Africa, but they're just a group, like a sect, that do not want anything that has to do with, they don't even want to hear immigrants, they don't want to hear foreigners, because they just feel like these people are coming here to take our jobs, they're coming here to take our babes, they're coming here to take everything that belongs to us. So we don't want them around us. Let them go back, you know. So that's my view about these people. But at least we are safe at the moment. And I just feel,
Yes.
if you know where to go to, if you're at the right place at the right time, you won't fall victim of the Doula movement or the Doula attacks, and that's it.
Wow. Trust me, I can relate. I can relate. Let's just quickly go for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned. Thank you.
Starting a blog for the first time is an amazing, yet intimidating experience. Thinking that people are actually going to read, and even share, something you wrote. It's unlike any other feeling I can describe. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies. Starting a blog is hard work, and there are a lot of pitfalls along the way. Especially if it's your first time. Creating a blog account is easy and straightforward on Clevenard. Signing up is 100% free on Clevenard. Stand out online with professional bloggers. With Clevenard Blog, you can turn any
Welcome back to Clevenard TV. Please don't forget to sign up on Clevenard TV in this diaspora, please. Okay, Abisoye, please tell me, what are your hobbies?
Oh,
At least I'm sure you've gotten
that's
more
right.
hobbies coming being in South Africa. It's a new country.
Of course, of course, of course.
Tell me, so what are your hobbies? It's a new country. It's different from what you used to in Nigeria. So I'm sure maybe you've gained some hobbies. You've learned some new things in this 7 months. So please tell me,
Oh,
share with us.
okay. It's just that I've not gained new hobbies. I'm still used to what I do in Nigeria. Um,
Okay.
I've been writing, like I'm a PhD student, of course, so I've been writing my thesis. So writing is part of my hobbies. I love to read, and of course, as a PhD student, you still have to read. So, like traveling to places, I haven't really done that. I've not really explored South Africa like that. I actually want to visit Pretoria, Cape Town, nice places, you know. But I've not been able to do that because of PhD. So maybe after PhD, I can explore South Africa, then explore other part of Africa. Then what else? I love meeting people, and I've not been able to do that like that, except via the international relations events that they organize in my school. So basically, it's just been like a triangular life: read, study, read, like that, write, sleep, and that's it. Some people might call it boring, but that's how I've been able to enjoy the whole thing. Like those are my hobbies.
Trust me. Trust me, it's kind of boring because I was expecting to hear like dancing, singing, doing something fun, like writing. Really, I don't think writing is should be an
I
hobby.
can't dance either. Oh God, I'm a very terrible dancer. Oh gosh, no way.
Really? Wow, amazing. I love dancing anyway.
Oh, please come and teach me how to
So
dance.
don't worry, we'll try that next time. And
All right.
regarding exploring South Africa, maybe one day I'll invite you to Val. You come see how Val looks like. It's
Where is
also in
Val?
Johannesburg, anyways.
Where is Val? Is
Val is
Val
in
in?
Johannesburg, but it's the outskirts of Johannesburg. It's in
Okay.
the outskirts. It's between Johannesburg and going to Free State.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
not far
Okay,
from.
okay. So tell me, what advice will you give to those that want to come study in South Africa, not just only Nigerians, but I'm sure there's so many people apart from Nigerians that are watching this, and they really want to know, is South Africa really safe for students to come study?
Of course, it is. It is safe. At least so many students are here. And for instance, in UKZN, I'm the president of the Association of Nigerian Students. We have over 200 Nigerian students in UKZN. So if it's not safe, I'm sure they won't be there. So South Africa is safe. Anyone that wants to come to South Africa to study is free to do so, because the experience is there. They've got the infrastructure, they've got the facilities and the schools. I can speak boldly about UKZN because that is where I'm studying, and UKZN is a very lovely school. It's very fantastic. So I can recommend UKZN anytime, any day to anybody that wants to study in South Africa, because I'm enjoying the experience so far. It's quite draining, but then it makes one a better person at the end of the day. So it's cool.
Wow. Well, amazing. The way you speak so much about UKZN, I think the school needs to give you an award, because it's like you're selling the school. Like everyone has to just come to the school. So I think the school should just decide on how they want to give you an award, or how they can repay you back for selling their school so nice. Wow. It's one thing I would love to ask. It's, you've been in South Africa for 7 months, and I'm wondering, in my head, I'm like, how were you nominated to lead Nigerians in UKZN in 7 months? Like, that's amazing. I don't know how you do that, but that's amazing. How did you do that?
But I think 3 months after I got here, I was selected amongst the delegates for the national election. So after the national election, the past presidents approached me and was like, I like you. I like the way you handle the old stuff, the questions you asked, so this, that. And I feel you are a capable person to be the president of the association. I was like, I don't think I can do it. I was so scared, So after, I had to tell them that I need to sleep on it so that I'll be able to tell people that actually mean so much to me, like my family members and some special people in my life. So I consulted those people and they were like, it's a nice thing. You can give it a shot and the rest is history. And at least I'm in it already and I know how it is. And it's been a very fantastic experience, I must tell you. So that's it.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm really inspired. Wow.
Thank you very
However
much.
you did it, it's amazing that you could do that.
Thank you.
Okay, and so tell me again, what advice would you like to give parents, like those sending their children outside Nigeria to come study in South Africa? What advice? What do you have to tell them? Can they prepare? Because with this thing, you have to prepare not just mentally, emotionally, and your finance especially. It's very important. So tell me.
Of course. You've already mentioned everything. Okay, my advice to be candid. Oh gosh, like let me use myself as a case study. Okay. When I told my parents that I was given admission, because even when I started the process, my parents were not in the know. So when I was given the admission, I told them, and Dad was like, "No, why South Africa? That place is not good. It's dangerous." But I guess at the end of the day, he just had to just let me go because of the trust he has in me. That don't worry, as long as you don't do stuff that you ought not to do, and obviously he advised me on what to do and what not to do. So for parents, I just feel number one, just have to trust your children. Just have to give, like, if you actually trust them that they won't join bad gangs, because those places is a free place. It's a free, you can't do anything. So as long as you trust them not to do bad things, like in quotes, no Nigerian parents are, they always, I don't want my daughter to smoke. I don't want my son to do this. So if you trust them, you just have to give them that backing, like the trust, number one, the financial support. And of course, the motivation must be there, because at times when you are in a country that is not yours, you might be frustrated, or let me just put it this way: one might be frustrated, and that frustration might lead into depression because number one, the person might be missing home, the person might not be eating what he or she has been eating all the while at home, like missing the food, miss home, miss your parents and everything. So when the motivation is there, when the parents call on maybe twice in a week or 3 times in a week, it's cool. Like just keep motivating them. It helps to, and then the financial benefit, because I know that at a point in time, like right now, I love to use myself as an example because I had experienced so many things in my 7 months of staying here. Like when my supervisors were really, really on my head and things were freaking hot for me because of my proposal defense and everything. I almost went into depression because I was just tired. Like, if I do this, they'll tell me, go and do this one again, go and start all over, start from, like, it was just too draining. And the people that were there for me, promise, were my parents and close pals. Like, they were always calling to check up and they were like, you can do it, don't give up. So if the motivation is there, you understand, and you can encourage with that motivation, like, it is cool. Then, of course, the finances is key. Like, you can't come to South Africa because there are no jobs. Like I said, you just have to keep assisting the board or your child with money from Nigeria. Like, serious. Because if the money is not there, oh my goodness, I don't know what will happen. Oh. I don't know, because the rent must be at the end of the month. You have to get your groceries, you have to buy stuff, you have to do stuff. You understand, like girls or ladies want to make their hair, fix their nails, do all those stuff. So the financial aspect is quite pivotal, and the motivation, that one is key. So that's it.
Wow, amazing. I know it's an interview for you, but just to chip in something. So one thing we forget that everywhere, there's nowhere that's safe in this world. Like, everywhere is unsafe. So we want somewhere that there's no crime, there's nothing, everywhere it's safe. There's no way. There is issues everywhere. You just need to know how to manage the issue. And today it's you've said it all, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard this and they know what to do if they're coming to South Africa to study. I really appreciate you coming to this interview. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do not forget to subscribe to Clevenard TV in Diaspora. You can watch free movies. You can learn how to blog and so many things you can do. Thank you so much, Abisoye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Let's sell on your behalf. If your item sells on our webshop, you pay a 10% commission plus the transaction fees, and you get the rest. Register now at www.shop.clevenard.com. Start uploading your product and services. We can really sell it on your behalf so you can carry on working on the things important to you. Are you looking to sell any type of product or service and you want to avoid the hassle involved? Selling can be an arduous and time-consuming process. At Clevenard Super Shop, we will be happy to take over the workload of promoting or selling your products or services. All you need to do is to register at www.shop.clevenard.com, enter your shop or vendor information,